EA FC 26 is still months away from being released, but we already know quite a lot of information about the new game thanks to FC 26 leaks. From release dates and pre-order bonuses to new players and new cards, there's so many things being leaked at the moment, so to make it easier for you, we've rounded up all the FC 26 leaks for you to know. Now, as reliable as these sources are, do take it with a pinch of salt though, because nothing we're saying is official, they're all just leaks. First things first, well, when will FC 26 be released? Well, we now know thanks to reliable leaker Foot Sheriff, who has revealed the FC 26 Ultimate Edition will be released on Friday, September 19th, while the Standard Edition will be released on Friday, September 26th. EA has always released FIFA and FC titles around the same time, so it's no surprise to see FC 26 is set to be released at the end of September. This leak also mentions that the Ultimate Edition will be released 1 week early, and well, that takes us into the next leak. Leaker Asi Foot Trader has revealed all the pre-order bonuses you will get for pre-ordering the Ultimate Edition of FC 26, including a free icon. According to the leaker, if you pre-order the Ultimate Edition of FC 26, the bonuses you will get are between 4.6k and 6k FC points. We're not too sure just yet on how many you'll get exactly. Of course, you'll get the 7 days early access to the full game, and you'll also get access to the Season 1 Premium Pass in-game. In Ultimate Team, you'll get additional evolution slots from launch, as well as the free pre-order icon. And there's also one evolution and one 93+ icon player pick, which you will both receive in FC 25 Ultimate Team, so a little bonus for the current game mode if you pre-order the next game. The FC 25 rewards aren't that much to shout about, but the free icon should work the same as how Heroes worked if you pre-ordered FC 25, so down the line, a few months time when the power curve starts to increase, your icon will receive an upgrade in-game with better stats and maybe even an extra playstyle, who knows. The icon should also have a separate and brand new card design, but we actually know quite a lot of the card designs in FC 26. Leaker Foot Scoreboard has been the main source of most of the FC 26 card design leaks, and it all started off with the rare gold card design. Featuring a new pattern, the rare gold card design will be the same as the rare silver and the rare bronze design for FC 26 Ultimate Team. The leakers also revealed the new FC 26 Team of the Week colour scheme, and as you can see, it's kept its famous black and gold colour scheme. Foot Sheriff though was the one who revealed the hero design for FC 26, and as you can see, it's drastically different from FC 25. The orange, pink and purple design has been scrapped from FC 25, with EA now going with a fully purple design instead, and I can't lie, it looks pretty good. Foot Sheriff also revealed the new FC 26 icon design, and yes, the colour is exactly the same as past years, but it's a brand new pattern, and fair enough, I gotta say, it might be my favourite icon base design that we've seen in any of the FIFAs or FCs. But alongside the base icon card design, we now know, thanks to leaker ExoFIFA_, the card design for pre-order icons. And to round things off with the card designs, Foot Scoreboard has revealed the new flashback design for FC 26, and I gotta say, it's the most ambitious design of the lot. The FC 26 cover star will officially be revealed in mid-July time when EA makes its first announcement about FC 26, but there has been quite a lot of speculation over who the new cover star could be. A few names have been chucked out there based on the previous season. Could it be Lamine Yamal, Mohamed Salah, Ousmane Dembele, Erling Haaland, or even a return for Lionel Messi? Well, there's a few we can rule out instantly. It can't be Yamal because earlier this year he became an ambassador for Konami's eFootball, so he's out the running. It can't be Messi either because he's also an ambassador for eFootball, and it can't really be Haaland because he was only on the cover 2 years ago for FC 24. But thanks to leaker Foot Sheriff, we now know who the cover star for FC 26 will be, and it's not a big change at all. In fact, it's not even a change. Real Madrid's Jude Bellingham is set to be on the cover once again for FC 26. According to Detective Foot, Champs playoffs will be scrapped for FC 26, meaning you'll no longer have to qualify for Foot Champs finals. But instead, EA are making things a bit different. There will now be 2 different types of Foot Champs finals events. Every week there will now be 2 events, Foot Champs and Foot Champs Challengers. If you're between Elite Division and Division 5, you automatically qualify for Foot Champs, while anyone Division 6 or lower gets put into Foot Champs Challengers. There's also a big change in Rivals, with checkpoints now being changed to stage events. Each stage event will feature an objective that can give the player some bonus rewards. So for example, you might hit a stage event and you'll be prompted with the objective of score first in the next game. If you then enter the next game, score the first goal of the game, you can earn some extra rewards for yourself. If you go on a win streak, you'll get double rivals points, and if you are struggling with games and losing quite a few on the bounce, there could be relegation protection. The leakers also reported that EA is testing a penalty system for players who quit games often to stop players from leaving games. Now, if that is true, that I think is the best addition of them all. Lastly, Detective Foot has claimed that a big focus for EA in FC26 is live events and tournaments in Ultimate Team. There will be up to 2 tournaments per week, both competitive and friendly. Qualification for the tournaments may be needed, but winning them can give you some really cool rewards, potentially early access to SBCs according to the leaks. It's also claimed that these tournaments will be in the form of live events, so it's not a whole new game mode. Once again, coming from Detective Foot, the leaker has revealed some changes being made to gameplay in FC26, including new playstyles, player roles, and tactical visions. The new player roles will be wide back for centre backs, box crasher for defensive midfielders, and inverted wing backs, not full backs, for both left backs and right backs. We guess that the wide back player role will be useful for left and right centre backs and 3 at the back and 5 at the back formations. The box crasher player role will be useful for defensive midfielders making those late surging runs into the box to score goals, and while the inverted wing back is pretty self-explanatory, it'll probably have your fullbacks act as 2 extra centre mids or attacking midfielders, similar to how Man City have played at times this season. There's also some new and updated playstyles. A new one coming to the game is called Enforcer, while there are 3 more playstyles that are potentially just having name changes. Aerial is changing to Aerial Fortress, Flare is changing to Trailblazer, and Trivella is changing to Inventive. We don't really have any idea of what these playstyle changes could mean. Enforcer could be for a centre back or a defensive midfielder, while the 3 other ones genuinely could just be updates to the names. A new tactical focus called Versatility is also reportedly coming to FC26. But the name is all we know. How it works, we haven't got a clue, and to be honest, we haven't really got a guess. It's so broad, it could mean anything. 12 new Ultimate Team icons have been leaked ahead of FC26, and it will make you feel old because a lot of these players were still actively playing just a few years ago. Leaker Foot Sheriff revealed all the new icons coming to the game, including Marcelo, Toni Kroos, Iron Robin, just to name a few. But these are the icons who are set to come in FC26, along with some predicted player ratings. You've got former German and Bayern Munich goalkeeper Oliver Kahn, Spanish midfielder Andres Iniesta, US women's striker Alex Morgan, Swedish striker Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Dutch winger Iron Robin, as we mentioned earlier, Toni Kroos and Marcelo, Brazil women's attacking midfielder Sisi, Swedish defender Sara Thumbro, Italian defender Jorginho Chiellini, South Korean striker Cha Bum-kun, German women's defender Steffi Jones, and Roma legend Francesco Totti. And more of a potential slip-up than a leak, but we may already know the heroes coming to Ultimate Team in FC26, and we've known them since March. Now, we found this out through EA Sports FC Mobile, which is a PC and mobile version of EA Sports FC, which is only available in China, South Korea, Thailand, and Vietnam. One of the game developers, Nexon, revealed in a blog post a bunch of new heroes coming to the game, but a load of them aren't in Ultimate Team on FC25. 19 new heroes were added to the game, but 8 of those aren't in FC25, so they could be coming to console and PC on FC26. Now, the 8-foot heroes are Cesc Fabregas, Michael Carrick, Marouane Fellaini, Mario Mandzukic, Andrea Barzagli, Jan Koller, Esteban Cambiaso, and Gilberto Silva. EA tends to add a few new heroes to the game every single year, and there's no guarantee these players will feature, but it's looking very likely based off the blog posts. There are 2 new leagues potentially returning for FC26, and get excited because one of them could be the long-awaited return of the Brazilian League. Now, according to The Infinity FC, Liga Forte União, I think that's pronounced right, LFU for short, represent 33 Brazilian clubs managing their image and commercial rights. Among these 33 teams, 12 of them are from the Brazilian Serie A, including the likes of Botafogo, Fluminense, and Corinthians. Now, according to this post, the LFU is reportedly negotiating a collective licensing deal with EA that could see all the clubs and players officially arrive in EA FC26. But this isn't the whole Brazilian league. Teams like Santos, São Paulo, Palmeiras, they're not represented by LFU, they're represented by Libra, which means they won't be included in this deal. And because of that, this means that any teams that come to the game through LFU will probably be added as rest of world teams rather than as the Brazilian Serie A. Okay, but wait, there is more, and we are getting somewhere here, so hear me out. FUT latest info has also claimed that the entire Brazil Serie A will be coming to FC26 as potentially a winter update after the full release. This is because right now, teams like Santos, Palmeiras, and São Paulo, they're all licensed to Konami's eFootball, but according to this leaker, that license runs out in December. In all honesty, this is a bit of a confusing situation. I also think it's probably one of the weaker leaks that we've seen for FC26, but to be honest, I do believe that. I think there's some truth here. I do think the Brazilian League will be coming back in FC26. Konami also confirmed in a recent update that the top division of Mexican football, Liga MX, is no longer exclusively licensed to eFootball, so that means that Liga MX teams can be used in FC26 next year if EA can strike a deal with the league. Liga MX hasn't featured in an EA title since FIFA 21, so this could be another long-awaited return. Lastly, we may be getting a new stadium in FC26, and it's a big one. No, it's not the Camp Nou, but instead it's Bayern Munich's Allianz Arena. Now, the Allianz Arena hasn't been in an EA title since FIFA 19, but after Konami's licensing agreement with Bayern came to an end really recently, the stadium's now being tipped for a return in FC26. Now, all of these leaks come from reliable sources, they all seem legit, but of course, none of it's been confirmed by EA, so none of it's official. We're expecting any official announcements from EA to come around mid-July, so we'll have to wait a few more weeks to find out exactly if these are true or not.